What's up? So, I'm going to be doing a voiceover over the warm-up and the workout and the strength portion today because I did my workout in a Globo gym. I guess I won't say the name. But yeah, did the workout in a regular gym and there's music playing in the background, and I cannot load that up as is on YouTube because of copyright. So gonna be trying to talk over the workout. But be prepared for an 18-minute AMRAP with 15 strict pull-ups, 50 push-ups, and 100 air squats. I know it sounds like a lot, but take your time on it, shake it out. You'll see that I'm not moving at a very fast pace during the workout when we get to that point. But the 15 strict pull-ups, band it if you have a band. If you do not have a pull-up bar, you're going to be doing 25 bent over rows. In the workout, I started the first round with 15 strict pull-ups. Then the second round, I actually ended up doing 20 bent over rows because I forgot. But it is 25 bent over rows in place of your strict pull-ups. And yeah, I'm going to be talking over it, so guiding you through the workout. Have fun. Okay, let's start with our warm-up. We have 20 jumping jacks. And our jumping jacks are going to be repeated for every 2 other type of movements. So our first round is 20 jumping jacks. We go into 10 bootstraps and then 5 inchworms with a push-up. I'm gonna let that run a little bit. Let me get past our bootstraps. So getting a stretch in the hamstrings, getting down, getting a stretch inside the groin. If you don't like the numbers, then you can set a timer for 30 seconds at a time and you can move through these movements on a timer. The goal isn't to hit a certain number here. The goal is to just get your body warm. So feel free to move as you wish. Usually about 30 seconds. I know some people move a little quicker, some people not as fast, and that's okay. This isn't the part of the workout. This is the warm-up. So going into our 5 inchworms with a push-up now. If you want to do your push-up off of your knees, by all means do that. We do have a lot of push-ups coming up, so you can save those for later. Getting a stretch in the hamstrings at the top, and then walking yourself out into plank, getting a nice little push-up in, and then we get back up for our second set of 20 jumping jacks, which is going to start right now. After this round of jumping jacks, we have 10 Samsons and 10 Spiderman. I'm going to jump ahead so that we can get moving inside of our warm-up. You'll see that I'm taking my time in our movements. I really want to get that stretch in. So reach up and back on your Samsons, on your Spiderman. Take your time in getting a stretch through your groin, a little bit in your spine. All good things. And once we're all done with our Samsons, we are going into our Spiderman. Get that stretch and reach up over your head. Try to step your foot all the way to your hand. Get a flat foot there. If you don't quite make it, it's okay. You can, if you want to try to pull your foot to your hand, you can do that. But the goal here is to stretch out a little bit of our groin, a little bit of the back hip flexor, and then get a little spinal twist there as well. Once we're all done with that, we're going back to our 20 jumping jacks. And then we are ending this portion of jumping jacks with 10 leg swings on each leg and 10 Cossack squats. Okay, jumped over the video and now find space to really swing your leg open. Be careful of your toes pointing out. You do want to try to keep your toes pointing forward so we can get a little bit of our glute as well. And after that, we're going to go forward and backwards. Same thing on these leg swings. Concentrate on opening up your hips here. Once you get 10 on one side, going back and forth and forward and backward, you go to the other side and 10 back and forward and backwards. And then we end with our Cossack squats before we do one more round. And our Cossack squats, sit your hips down to one side, keep one leg long, and try to keep your chest up here. We're going to be driving through your heel. Once you are done 10, which is going to be 5 on each side, we go back from the beginning. We have 20 jumping jacks, 10 bootstraps, 5 inchworms with a push-up, another 20 jumping jacks, 10 Samsons, 10 Spiderman, another 20 jumping jacks, 10 leg swings, both directions with 10 on each side, and then we end with 10 Cossack squats. We do have another section of our warm-up, which is also going to be 2 rounds, and we will get there after our second round of this. So I hope you have other devices to pull up music on, because there are going to be lots of portions of silence on my end because I do have to cut out all the audio to make sure that I can keep this video up on YouTube without being taken down for copyright issues. Okay, I hope you got through that main part of the warm-up. We're finishing up with our jumping jacks. I go into Cossack squats here before the leg swings just because of placement. So it was easier for me to go Cossack squats after jumping jacks, and then walk over to hold on to something for leg swings. So do it as you please. Does not have to fit a certain order. But again, the intention is to get warm. After that first portion, we have another portion which starts with a 15-second hollow hold. So go ahead and hold for 15. I'm counting in my head, so it may or may not be longer, but it should be right around 15 seconds. Here, you want to try to squeeze your feet together, really crunch your belly down, push your low back into the ground. And after your 15 seconds, we flip on over and we're going to be doing 10 scap push-ups. So that's just where you are in your plank position, and we're going to squeeze our scaps, our shoulder blades together from the back and push away. We are warming up for some push-ups here. And then after your 10 scap push-ups, we are going to do a push-up into downward facing dog. So get your shoulders stretched out, lay all the way down, chest to deck, and then big push away into downward facing dog. We have 5 of these, and then after the 5th one, we're going to be getting onto our hands and knees for some bird dogs. So I think, is that the 5th one? There we go. Okay, bird dogs, hands and knees, opposite hand, opposite leg. Make sure your rib cage doesn't open up, not trying to flare the hips here. You want to really work on a little bit of balance, a little bit of core work. So find your balance once you lift your hand and your leg, then come back down. We got 10. It's going to be 5 on each side. And after you're done your bird dogs, we're going to repeat that one more time. So again, a 15-second hollow hold, 10 scap push-ups, 5 push-ups to down dog, and then 10 bird dogs. Okay, so you're done the warm-up. You finished your 10 bird dogs on the second round, and you're ready for your 18-minute AMRAP. I'm going to be talking so that you can set up and get ready for your workout, which is all body weight. The only equipment that you might need is a band for your strict pull-ups if you're doing them off of a pull-up bar. If you're not, you're going to do either barbell or dumbbell bent over row. And it's going to be 15 strict pull-ups banded or 25 bent over rows. And if you're doing pull-ups, band it so that you have something that can allow you to do maybe 5 on that first time that you put your hands on the bar, and then you'll probably be doing 3s and 2s, but that's okay. 15 is a fairly small number that you should be able to work through on your strict pull-ups, even if you're having some difficulty getting your chin over the bar after a little bit. Because yes, fatigue happens, but we should be able to continue to work on that. So you have 15 strict pull-ups or 25 bent over rows. Make sure you're bent over rows, your shoulders are away from ears. I will be doing the voiceover over the workout to remind you of that, but making sure that we're not shrugging into the movement, we're pulling our elbows back. That is something that I'm going to continuously remind you of on your pull-ups. And our push-ups, same thing. Don't let your shoulders shrug into your ears. If you want to be off of your knees, you can do half off of your knees, half on your feet, just so that we can work on eventually getting all your push-ups off of your feet. I believe I started with 10s and I eventually went down into like 5s and then less, because 50 is a lot, but my goal is to always stay on my feet, so that's why I slow it down. And then air squats, fairly regular movement at this point for us. So just keep moving through it. Try not to walk away from the spot that you're standing. And if you're going to take your break, stand up, take your break, spend a little bit longer getting into that next air squat. But don't walk away from the spot that you're standing on just to waste time. I want you to try to push yourself through these 100 air squats, because your next 2 movements after that go back to upper body. So with that said, all body weight movement today, 18-minute AMRAP, 15 strict pull-ups or 25 bent over rows. We have 50 push-ups and 100 air squats. Have fun with it. Let's get to it. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Oh, I did forget to remind you to put on some music if you wanted it, but if you want to work out in silence and get pushed by the sound of your own breathing, by all means do that. So yes, on your pull-ups, remember you want to pull the shoulders away from your ears, pull those elbows down, squeeze the upper back. And the same with your bent over rows. You want to make sure that the shoulders stay away from the ears. And we are mainly focusing on using our triceps, maybe a little bit of biceps, and our upper back. We want to squeeze and develop that upper back. After your pull-ups, we have some push-ups. So I will continue talking when I get to that section. Hope everyone is doing good so far. We're 2 minutes into our workout. I just got off of my pull-ups and I started to go into singles. Now I'm on to push-ups. I believe I start with a set of 10 here and then it starts to get hard. So might have to start to shake it out and that's okay. Take a breath, shake it out. Let's see, getting back into our push-ups. Yeah, just keep moving through here. Don't want too much of a struggle. If you start to feel like you're trying really, really hard to go for another rep, just stop, shake it out. I would rather you have a little bit more ease of movement just so that we can, even if you're pushing through singles, we can move through the singles a little bit quicker than if we were struggling through, let's say, 5. So once it starts to get hard, that's when you want to get to your feet or to your knees, shake it out, and then keep going. We're doing really good here. Keep going. How's everyone's arms feeling? Do we still have them? After our push-ups, which will take a while, that's okay. Just know that they will take a while. We have our air squats. So we are going for 100 air squats. We want to make sure that everything is to depth. Always we get our hips below our knees and drive through, squeeze your glutes. And we're keeping our chest up here. Just allow yourself to move through the movement nice and smooth. We are at 12 minutes. So we are 6 minutes into our workout. Once you are done these 100 air squats, that means that you've finished your first round. Keep going. We are halfway through our workout. We have 9 minutes left. And with about 9 minutes left, I just finished my first round. How's everyone doing out there? Are we keeping track with me? Are we faster than me? Are we a little bit behind? I want to see where everyone is. Let's keep going through it. So I decided that pull-ups were getting a little iffy, especially after a bunch of push-ups. So I decided to go for some bent over rows. And yes, I did make note of it. I only did 20 bent over rows during the workout because I forgot it was 25. So don't be like me. Do your 25 bent over rows here. Nothing special about this portion. Just want to keep saying that you're doing great and keep going. We're at 5 minutes. 5 minutes left of our MetCon here. We have 4 minutes left here. Keep moving through the workout. We are almost there. Less than a quarter left. Three minutes. Keep going, keep going. We got 2 minutes now. Here we go. We got 90 seconds left. It's a minute and 30. 90 seconds. Here we go. Last minute. Push through your final reps. Keep moving smoothly. Thirty seconds. 30 seconds. Looking at 10 seconds. Here we go. Our last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Okay, I hope you had a good MetCon. If you need to pause to settle yourself, pause the video here because I am going right into strength. Our strength is going to be 3 to 4 rounds, whatever you got time for today, and it starts with hammer curls. We have 8 hammer curls. That means your palms are facing inward and you're bringing the weight to your shoulders. The goal is to keep your lower body from moving. Same thing with our regular bicep curls. I'm using, I believe, a 10-pound dumbbell. So this is going to be more than enough because we have 8 and 8 curls, which is 16. So it's a lot. Hammer curls and bicep curls. After you're done both types of those, we go into 12 tricep extensions. And so heavier weight up overhead. Try to keep the elbows close to your head as you reach both arms up, straight up overhead. I'm showing the side view so that you see that we're not trying to flare the rib cage. We want to keep that tucked in. The shirt might prove otherwise, but try to keep that chest down so that it's not facing up to the sky as we reach straight up. Ground your body. Get your heels to the ground. Don't go onto your tippy toes here. After we're done our 12 tricep extensions, we go into 12 bent arm lateral raises. So grabbing lighter dumbbells again, get your arms into a 90-degree angle, and then get those elbows to shoulder height. Here, check in with yourself. Make sure that you're not squeezing your muscles by your neck. You're not squeezing your traps because we're not trying to tire those out. The goal is to get the tops of your shoulders, not your traps. Those two are neighbors, so the tendency is that your traps are going to want to help out. But if you are starting to feel it there, stop the movement and then shake it out. So again, we have 3 to 4 sets of 8 hammer curls, 8 regular bicep curls, 12 tricep extensions, and 12 bent arm lateral raises. So I'm going to keep my video going so that you can see me suffering alongside you. But know that I did the movements with you and keep going here. I'm just going to stop the voiceover. I hope you had a good workout. So we did our 18-minute AMRAP and we did our upper body strength work. Make sure you put your scores into the Excel sheet, and I will be right back at it with you tomorrow.